And last but not least, our feature review.
Just when you're about to say there are no new ideas for movies these days, someone comes along and says, "Do you know what gets me off?" Which results in something like this.
Hi, it's Brenda. I'll call you back.
Hey, Brenda, it's Wes, calling you again. I just needed to hear your voice.
I love you very much.
You know, some things may seem broken. Usually just means you stop trying.
Everything all right over there, my friend?
I'm not much of a bathroom talker.
You're not in the least bit curious as to what I have to say.
I'm just not into conversations with random dudes hiding out in bathroom stalls.
No one is coming to help you, friend.
So you're a god living in a rest stop bathroom in a stall that's glory hole adjacent.
I am he. I am that God. The universe has a favor to ask. You need to satisfy my physical form. There's only one part of you that can do that.
I'm not doing it. I don't care how many people it saves.
Total annihilation of all life in the universe.
Your feelings tear you up inside, pure and raw. That's what I need from you.
What did you do, Wes?
Makes me wish I'd driven the extra 40 miles to the next rest stop.
That wouldn't have helped.
Why? Is there a troll living in that one?
Glorious is a new horror thriller premiering on Shudder, directed by Rebecca McKendry, written by Joshua Hull, David Ian McKendry, and Todd Ridney, and starring Ryan Quanten, J.K. Simmons, Tordy Clark, and Sylvia Grace Krim. The story centers on Wes, who, while driving sleep-deprived in his car, is all in his feelings, as the kids say, after a breakup. Hoping to find something to help keep him awake, he pulls into a rest stop, cycles through a range of emotions, and eventually finds himself locked inside the bathroom with a mysterious figure speaking through a glory hole from the adjacent stall. You've seen the trailer. It's a bonkers concept, right? Something you'd expect to come from A24, but this is from Shudder, so that gave me a moment's pause. To date, I haven't been overly impressed by Shudder's original content, but like I said, the concept's bonkers, so I decided to give it a try. This is going to be a short review because I don't want to give anything away. What I'll say is that the film starts off very strong. Keep in mind that I'm not a religious person, so I'm not offended by the thought of God lurking in a restroom. I mean, Joan Osborne sang about God riding the bus, and if he, she, it, gimme a break here, I'm not overly familiar with divine pronouns, is omnipresent, why couldn't he, she, it exist on the other side of a glory hole? A glory hole ain't a dirty thing until someone goes ahead and sticks a penis in it. And before you religious types get all up in arms, the only spoiler I will offer is that it isn't the God of Abraham, or however the popular Bible refers to him, her, itself, but it's an eldritch Lovecraftian old god.
The old gods are dead.
Well, this one is alive and kicking. But its existence is in jeopardy, and it needs a favor that only Wes can provide. Then, when we reach the middle of the film, the wheels begin to wobble. They don't fall off completely, but because we're confined to a single location and the exchange between Wes and God, my second spoiler of the day, the entity's shortened name is God, the film needs to do a little something to keep the audience invested. And, in my not-so-humble opinion, things began to get a little silly and repetitious. I'd like to take this opportunity to offer the suggestion that not all films need to shoot for feature length. Glorious clocks in at 1 hour and 19 minutes, and it's still too long. I would have enjoyed the premise just as much if it was condensed to a half-hour short. But I digress. By the time we reach the end and the film has to deliver on the promise of the premise, the filmmakers chose to go the conventional route. What we get is a reveal, and I understand the purpose of the reveal and it makes perfect sense and it ties in well with the overall storyline, but I felt something was missing. I have my own personal view when it comes to bonkerosity, which is, if you're going to be bonkers through and through. Go balls to the wall, but whatever you do, please don't pivot on me at the last moment and try to become suddenly logical and grounded in the real world like a serious film. Be better than that. Screw logic. Blow me out of my freaking chair and have me scratching my head, pondering what I just witnessed for days. Not surprising that the reviews on Glorious are mixed. Complaints range from the script, to the lead actor not being able to carry the film, to the low-end special effects. My take? While I don't find Ryan Quanten particularly charismatic, he was playing a weirdo loser freak and he convinced me of that well enough. I wasn't all that bothered by the special effects, because it's a low-budget project and they made the best with what they had, and I'm not a big fan of CGI anyway. The script, however, could have used another pass to tighten it up a bit. Now, should you watch Glorious? Well, that depends on the type of moviegoer you are. If you're a horror fan who's not bothered by a mostly dialogue-driven two-hander set in one location with minimal special effects that wraps an insane concept up into a neat little bow, then by all means, this is the film for you. Have you seen Glorious? If so, let me know what you thought of it in the comments, but please be respectful to those who haven't seen it and avoid spoiler talk. Thanks for watching.